What is up? What is going on, guys? Guys, I think what's happening tonight is that second part, which is just I don't know why Fox News is doing it, but it is the second part of the town hall. And hopefully I'll be able to stream it off of someone again or just, try and find it somewhere. Do you believe that climate change is real? And if you do, is it a major issue? Well, it's obviously real. The climate always changes. But that's a long conversation. The question is how much in terms of the CO2 is human made. I mean, there are some that's human made. It's an interesting argument. It's a jobs debate because if we go green, it's going to kill a lot of jobs. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's very complicated. Boy, what is with these man? These people have just been telling me. I mean, dude, it is getting hotter. It is getting hotter in the United States. You try and move to any place in the United States, there's only like a few cities in Colorado that don't get up to like 80 degrees during the summer. I mean, it's always everywhere is just so hot during the summer now. I mean, maybe in Washington. I was looking, man. It's 80 over 80 everywhere. When will the 9/11 videos return? I don't know, man. It's tough. I normally go in cycles with those videos. I'll think of a bunch of stuff and then it'll be a dry spell. No, I know I should be doing them right now. It's weird. No, it doesn't really peak the 9/11 videos in terms of views. I mean, maybe they'll get slightly more views, but 9/11 videos are really random with how the views work on those. Really, really random. I didn't hear about that Elon censoring thing. I'll have to look into that, man. Here it is. Let's see what this is. This stuff's getting censored? Really? The father bought his son an AR and then he committed a shooting. Kamala Hype dying. She's losing numbers on. Yeah, I mean, it's been dying for a while now, ever since the convention. There was no bump, so they got pissed off. And I mean, you'll see some polls that are look as long as these polls stay the same. I mean, look, the debate's going to redefine things at least a little bit because we can sit here and say whatever we want about this town hall or something that happens tomorrow or something that happens on the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, this weekend. But this is all going to be overshadowed by the debate. Google free Inter TV. I don't know what that is, man. I'm concerned about like stuff like that giving me a virus. I mean, if it was on my phone, I'd do it. It's also very safe, really. You said it was free. Yeah, I got this little thing. It's supposed to check for viruses. Don't ever get that. That thing's a fucking waste. They got Russian stuff. What is this? Come on. Huh, CNN, C-SPAN. I mean, where's NBC? Dude, they don't even have Fox News on here, brother. Unless this is what you're talking about. Fox News Tampa? I mean, let's just see what this is.
Facing competition. A lot of people are realizing, especially those from the middle class that shop at dollar stores, that they're not really saving
Dude, it's
money
like they have all the
in
news
terms of
except
the
for Fox
prices that they
News.
charge, that they can do better elsewhere. So if you have transportation,
The Trump will have a few good moments, and Kamala, it's just going to be he said, she said. Yeah, I tend to agree. That's what I've been saying about it. ABC for sure going to bring up gun control. Well, dude, I think in general they have to bring up everything. So it's going to be some good Trump topics. Listen, the point of it is Trump has the two best topics: immigration and the economy. And we know they're going to talk about abortion. They're going to talk about the gun rights with the shooting and everything like that. Those are not the best topics for Trump. But the two most important topics are going to have to be brought up. So unless they spend an exorbitant amount of time on abortion, I mean, if they do, then I'll be like, all right, this is ridiculous. This is liberal bias. Ryan Day publicly supporting Kamala. Man, I mean, obviously, no football coach is going to touch any politics, man. That'd be hilarious, though. It'd be the most random thing ever. Fox is not on here, man. I mean, I appreciate you giving me this. It does look like they got some stuff here, and it doesn't even look like it doesn't even look like there's ads or anything. I mean, this is pretty nice.
So, like, conspirator, but never charged him in a corruption case where two businessmen allegedly provided gifts, including vacations. In yet a separate criminal investigation, SDNY prosecutor seized the phones of the police commissioner, Eddie Caban, and several of his top aides. A police spokesman said the NYPD is cooperating with the feds in this separate investigation, which appears to in part focus on quality of life enforcement of bars
I won't need to use that during the debate, though, because they'll have it on C-SPAN. It'll be on YouTube. Looks like US webpage doesn't have Fox. They probably blocked it. I registered for Harrisburg Town Hall, but they never responded to me. Would have loved to have gone. Yeah, that probably happened to a lot of people. There's probably a lot of demand for stuff like that because Trump's there. You get to maybe ask a question, although who knows? They probably choose which people are asking it, Yeah, there's been some light rumors that Kamala's not going to drop out. There's no way. It's way too late for that now. There would have had to have been some crazy, really well done, like, oh, Trump did this and it's forcing me to drop out. It's just too late for that now. So the debate's going to be happening. What day is the first debate? It's on the 10th. So Tuesday, September 10th, right? Yeah, that's a tragedy, man. I heard about that. The NHL player, yeah, the brothers, yeah, that's really bad. Trump needs to do a rally in Cowboys Stadium. I mean, I don't think Cowboys Stadium. It only seats 100. Like it actually only seats like 85K. I mean, they could expand it to 100K, but they would have to bring in extended seating. Dude, we got to stop with the 13 keys. Dude, literally, the 13 keys. Did you hear what Red Eagle said? He already got it wrong. He got it wrong. He said that Biden was going to win, and liberals admitted that Biden couldn't win. So he's already wrong. So it's like it's such crap. Like, his keys said that Biden was going to win, and Obama said, no, you're a dumbass. You're wrong. We have to remove Biden, the incumbent president. The keys, it's all crap. Clip of Schumer saying illegal shit. They all have clips like that. They all have clips of saying that.
Tonight, K-File investigates. In a new report you'll see first out front. The K-File team scoured Kamala Harris's tweets and statements going all the way back to 2017. And what they found was more than 50 instances of Harris slamming Trump's border wall. But now,
she loses it in
new
ads.
Harris campaign ad.
As a border state prosecutor,
Dude,
she took on drug cartels.
She's running against the person that
as a border
put the wall in. There it is right there. There's the wall. Look how nice it is.
She took on drug cartels
yeah, there's the badass
and jailed gang members for smuggling.
Prosecutor Waltz is the bubbering idiot who can barely walk.
Weapons and drugs across the border.
Yep, there it is.
And on top of critical tweets, Harris also wrote in her 2019 book, quote, there was a bigger reason to oppose the border wall. A useless wall on the southern border would be nothing more than a symbol, a monument standing in opposition to not just everything I value, but to the fundamental values upon which this country was built. How could I vote to build what would be
Kamala Harris have a mental breakdown when asked about the Afghanistan withdrawal? I wonder if they'll even ask about that. I mean, they probably will. I just wonder. I'm not even sure they'll actually ask her a direct question about that. I would say they won't. The only way she'll get asked it is indirectly by Trump bringing it up. That would be my prediction, probably. GLP Insider today posted DNC internals show Trump 358 electoral votes. Yeah, I don't know about that. Dude literally said the economy. Well, it's all about interpretation. If you don't factor in inflation, yeah, the economy's doing great. But you have to factor in inflation. That's the problem. Oh. I can't say I follow Canadian politics, but what happened there? I thought the Conservative Party was gaining significantly. That's what I thought they were saying. Did that not? Is that not happening now? It's probably liberals again. But I thought Trudeau was gonna lose to that new. I keep seeing the clips of that new dude. He's got the Republican guy. He's been going at Shapiro. They have like those debates where they're like all together in like a hall, and there's like 400 Canadian Congress people or whatever, just all in a hall together. Patriot polling. This might be I don't know about Patriot polling. That seems Patriot polling. It seems a little Republican. Did CNN flip for Trump? No, I mean, they sometimes will run segments like that. That doesn't really surprise me. That's why you see, yeah, she's been going to those states that seemed like they're locks. She couldn't even get enough people in New Hampshire. They had to bust people in. You better thank a union member. 312 electoral votes. 312 is possible. I mean, 312 was basically Trump against Hillary, right? Or was it 306? 358 means New Jersey, Virginia, New Hampshire, and Minnesota. Yeah, it seems unlikely. I think Virginia possibly. New Hampshire seems unlikely. Although I don't know, New Hampshire was like a swing state. They just haven't polled it very much. Who knows? No, you can't do Indianapolis Motor Speedway because it doesn't work. You can't. There's nowhere to sit. It's you want like the stands to be around it. It's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is too big of a track for something like that to work. You'd only be able to have the fans on the one side, not surrounding the entire thing, like with Bristol. Conservatives are gaining pretty massively. That's good news. That's what I heard. CNN internal. I mean, I don't know if CNN doesn't do internals. I mean, they get reports from Democratic internals, but they release their polls. What's going on with Hunter Biden? Yeah, he's waiting for a pardon. Trump and Vance need to reiterate in regards to immigration. Yes, come in legally, and we want. Well, that's what they always say. I mean, everybody already knows that. That's been a Republican talking point. Well, originally, honestly, if you go back to 2016, Trump was like, "No, we need to shut the border down." But now he's saying, "Oh, we can let people in, but it's got to be legally." I mean, I think we should have really strict immigration. Honestly, he's not saying that though. He's just saying come in legally. Will New Mexico be closer? I mean, what does it matter? I mean, maybe because it's a border state. Maybe a few points. Maybe it's like 8 points, 9 points. I think that would be closer, honestly. It's something like that. What are the current odds for Trump? Trump's got like a 52% chance, like rounded up to 53. Oh, poly market is surging again for Trump, so maybe he's up to 55. LA Coliseum. Yeah, that would be. The LA Coliseum is pretty nice after I got that renovation, if I do say so myself. Thoughts on Liz Cheney? Well, she had a historic loss. Remember that when she lost by 70 points or whatever? She's a. I was trying to listen to her when she endorsed Kamala. I fell asleep because it was so boring. I mean, dude, but like this is who these people like. You look at the Republicans that are switching over. They're all people that are just. They're just not desirable. I mean, is it okay to say that? They're just not, like, nobody cares. You've got Elon Musk, who was a liberal, now he's conservative. This is epic. This is a super team. It's undeniable when you have such an evil communist movement and they say, oh, she's not communist, then why does she have communist policies? It's just like, it's a communism. I don't know what to tell you. We can only pray that Trump wins. Yeah, Trump's inevitable. Even liberals know it. Even liberals know Trump's. You just can't beat Trump. Trump is unbeatable. He's unbeatable. Thank God. How does the Ravens defense already have 10 fantasy? You must be a noob, but the defenses always start with 10 fantasy points because there's no points allowed, and then it goes down or up from there. This is your first year playing fantasy? Poly Market, Pennsylvania, Trump at 55%. Trump it's impossible for him to lose. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, we're talking about the Ohio State Buckeyes against Tim Walz's team, high school team. I mean, this is a joke. According to 538, Kamala is winning 47-43. Yeah, 538 is a joke. Don't look at 538. Even liberals will tell you 538 is liberal bias. Liberals admit it. It's a joke. I'm not even sure what it factors in, honestly. Some of the pollsters that it takes are just ridiculous. It doesn't take Rasmussen, but it takes these crazy liberal pollsters that have no, just no validity in terms of accuracy or anything. And it's like, oh, it takes them. Mr. Trump, not as funny as it. Well, a lot of it was the novelty of Trump being. Because listen, in 2015, this is something I'll tell you right now. This is how your brain works. In 2015, Trump was new. Nobody knew who Trump was, and it was it was like wow, a politician is actually funny, and Trump said. Now Trump, I mean, you could argue, I mean, he's older, but a lot of it we're just used to him. Like that's just the reality. When you're used to something, it becomes less as not as enjoyable. Candace Owens, I didn't see that RFK Jr. drama. Candace Owens just got to take up. I saw her debate with the rabbi though on Piers Morgan. That was pretty funny. I hear internals say Pennsylvania will likely be Trump. Yeah, all the numbers support. Now, 538 is not Nate Silver. Nate Silver has his own model now, actually. It has Trump at like a 61% chance. 538, like, they scaled down significantly after 2020. Do a video about. I was thinking about doing a video talking about the Venezuelan gangs. That's probably a good point. '16 election. Well, it's also nostalgia. Let's be honest. I mean, Silver Bullet. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone has Trump like 55 to 60% right now. He won, but he always wins, man. Trump is just an amazing politician. The race is too close to call at this point. We just have to see the debate. No, I think you need to calm down. Don't allow them to gaslight you into thinking that Harris is this good politician, or she's just not going to win, guys. People don't vote for people like that. That's ridiculous. This woman is a communist. I mean, they bring out they finally press her and she says, "Oh yeah, here's my policy. It's freaking it's price controls." And better yet, we're going to de-incentivize you to invest. You're not allowed to invest. You're not allowed to invest because there's a 45% capital gains tax. Well, I would say the betting market for politics is a little bit different than for football or for any sport. On my way to one of your favorite stadiums on Sunday. Oh, you're going to a Lucas Oil? Yeah, that's right. They're hosting Houston. I did see the rumor, the news about Georgia, and I mean, we gotta wait for the news to come out. Honestly, you know. Dude, the keys are a joke. He already got it wrong. He said that Biden would win. So he's already 0 for 1. He's gonna be 0 for 2. He's 0 for 1 already. That is true. Did you see Lickman's yeah, he's already 0 for 1. Because he predicted Biden to win and they said Biden couldn't win, so that's why they had to get him out. Yeah, it is way too late to replace her unless there's an actual something crazy that happens. They wouldn't replace her this late. Yeah, they are more aggressive in opening roofs now after like a few years, so I wouldn't be surprised if Lucas Oil was open. Did you see John McCain political ad from 2000 when he was at Arlington Cemetery? Yeah, and then his son came out. It's just all such a joke. I did see that. His son came out and was like, "Oh, Trump, he's using it." And there's video of Biden doing the same thing as well. It's just all such a double standard. All right, we got to find a stream here. Oh, so now they've done 38 interviews. This could end up being like Trump holding 106 campaign rallies while Hillary Clinton held 71 in the final 70 days. Yeah, it's even worse though. I mean, she's done one interview compared to 38 interviews. That's crazy. Will the polls be on Real Clear Politics? A lot of them aren't. A lot of them do not go on Real Clear Politics now. They don't deem them good enough or something. I mean, so that's why now I'm starting to think Real Clear Politics. Real Clear Politics only does like the big boy ones, which I can respect. Because if you start letting in smaller pollsters, the threshold is. What's up, CJ? They won't let RFK off the ballots. Yeah, he's suing them. We'll see what happens there. He had to sue them to try and get his name off the ballot. That's crazy, man. Isn't it so? It's very ironic how they wouldn't put his name on the ballot during the Democratic primary, but now they won't allow him to take it off during the presidential election. Ravens up 7-0. Derrick Henry scored. A 2000 sample poll won't make Real Clear Politics, but they'll allow Emerson and Quinnipiac Liberal. Yeah, I mean, Quinnipiac is worse, I would say. I mean, Emerson did have really positive polls for Trump when he was facing Biden, if I remember correctly. Not saying they're a great pollster. Old Democratic boomers, huh? Uh, uh. All right, well, let's see if this is streaming. Hopefully he's streaming this. Oh my god. Mosquito interrupts. I don't even know how he saw that was mosquito though. It just seemed like it was kind of a random The only reason the election is at all close is due to the indoctrination centers from kindergarten to college. Well, it's also due to abortion. Honestly, I think abortion is even bigger than of a reason than that, for being honest. Harris X not polling lately. There are a few pollsters that I mean, I actually don't really. We'll have to see the recent. Yeah, I mean, so it's the 5th, 444. I mean, they've been polling decent. There's been some decent polls, I guess, that have come out a decent amount. Honestly, yeah, I don't think they do have it, man. Thoughts on Jesse Ventura, dude? I saw that. I saw his interview with what was it? Breaking Points. Oh man, goodness. I was surprised by that. I don't know Jesse Ventura too well, but that was like, whoa. Dude's like praising Tim Waltz. It's like, Jesus. The election is not close. Well, I just think with how partisan we are, it's going to always appear relatively close, especially the amount of people that hate Trump. But I certainly think Trump's going to win. But I don't know what happened to Ventura, man. That was weird to see that. Will I make a video on the Georgia shooter? I don't think so, honestly. I mean, with those things, with more information coming out, I understand people are going to say, well, maybe trans, maybe there's something going on. I think we'll just have to wait and see. But they do try and silence those stories. I mean, that's what they did with the Tennessee shooter. It is a great nickname, Tampon Tim. It is. Barack is pulling all the strings. Well, it's a combination of Barack and some of the other old libs. Possible Jesse Ventura has CTE for rent. I don't know what happened to Jesse Ventura, honestly. I don't know if he's just like that, but hopefully. Well, he's already been wrong. He's already been wrong before. Mesquite, yeah. I said, wait, is he talking about Schumer? Dude, I swear I said that last night. I swear I said that. I was reacting to it last night, and Trump was like, "There's a mosquito," and I was like, "Wait, he's talking about Schumer." No, the shooting is not going to make Georgia go to Kamala. That's these things. Let's not overreact here. Ventura wanted legalized pot. Yeah, he did meet with Waltz. He was talking about that. He does have a prior relationship, so I guess if he's got a prior relationship with him. Are they planning something bigger, like bigger than election power? Do they know something we don't? What the liberals? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they're planning stuff for sure. I mean, it's very, it's a huge election, obviously. It's always a huge election, though. But this one's kind of weird because you had the incumbent forced out, and so now it's two, I mean, Trump has technically already been president. It's just a weird election in general. It really is. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Let me try and find it. Let me try and find this. I didn't yeah, let me watch this. This is pathetic. I literally went to myself. I mean, I don't want to show this dude's stream. I mean, he's not gonna copyright me. I don't know. Dude, why do they do this? Like these news.
I want to thank my buddy Sherrod Brown.
Because Sherrod Brown backs Biden's extreme agenda. Men and girls.
Because I have YouTube Premium. Dude, what in the how many?
But when I first went there, 2016, I had a lot of good people. I had a lot of good advice, but I put people in that in some cases were not what I really wanted because I didn't know much about Washington. I was there 17 times in my whole life, and I wasn't in D.C. very much.
This is a good point.
But I got to know them, and I got to know them the hard way. And I know the good ones, the bad ones, the weak ones, the smart ones, the dumb ones. I know them all now. And the key, and we had great ones. I mean, economic development, we did so well. The military, we did fantastically well. We knocked out ISIS, 100% of the ISIS caliphate. We have some great people in the military, not the ones that you see on television, but great people. But a big key to running it is get the right people. You put the right person and the right group of people at the heads of these massive agencies, you're going to have tremendous success. And I know now the people, and I know them better than anybody would know them. So thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Ma'am, hi. Ma'am, what's your name?
Sue Helm, and I'd like to welcome you to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We love you both. So
that's nice. Thank you.
I'm a small business owner. I'm the owner of Century 21 at the Helm Real Estate.
Good.
The 4 years of your presidency, Mr. Trump, were the best economically I have experienced in the 35 years I own this business.
All right, tell me if the volume is better.
And my question is, what are your plans and policies to restore the economy so small business owners can thrive and make America great once again?
Good.
Thank you.
Good. You know, we had a woman who was very spectacular, Linda McMahon, and she ran the Small Business Administration, did a phenomenal job. And that's a very important group for what we're talking about with small business. But to put it a little simpler, we're going to have low interest rates. We're going to have low taxes. We're going to give you tremendous incentive to grow and to build your business. And, you know, a lot of people have said that. They said, one person who didn't support me, he said, I must admit, I had the most successful 4 years of my life, but I'm going to vote for some. I said, and now that person came back to me. I don't want that person. I don't want that person. You know, they say you should take everybody, but that's not the way I'm built. It's one of those little problems. This person, no, this was in the Republican primary, said, I had the best 4 years I've ever had under Trump, but I'm going to support this one. I said, that's the end of that, you know, when they came back. But we're going to lower interest rates. We're going to have low taxes. We're going to have tremendous incentives for small business. You know, small business is much bigger than big business in this country when you add it all up. And we're going to take care of small business in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, what's your name?
Travis Finkenbinder. I'm from Palmyra, Pennsylvania. I'd like to welcome before you.
Thank you, Travis.
Mr. President, is it possible to correct the extensive damage the current administration has caused related to our safety and security? From the border crisis to the plethora of weapons left behind in Afghanistan, I fear for my 3 adolescent sons. At night, what do I tell Cale, Kate, and Cole about their safety and their future of this great nation?
I don't know.
Well, the first thing you should do is pray.
They got stuck up my ass.
Because what they've done to our country, right? What they've done to our country,
Betty Johnson?
what these...
Dude, remember Betty
and I
Johnson?
hate to use the word, what these
like
stupid people, naive people, but bad people, weaponization. Again, they're after me. I got more court cases. On Friday I have one, on Monday I have one. And they do that for very bad reasons. They don't want you to campaign. They want to keep you off the campaign. They want to try and take as much money as possible instead of putting it in. But let me just tell you, the hardest problem we have is a smart president would be able to get along with Russia, China. There are a lot of reasons why. But the biggest problem we have is they've allowed 21 million people into our country. And I told you last night, I tell you tonight, it's the single biggest problem. They've poisoned our country. They're coming in from prisons. They're coming in from mental institutions. Terrorists are coming in. The criminals are coming off the streets in Caracas, Venezuela, but all over the world, not just in South America. It's the single hardest problem that we would have never had. If I were president, you wouldn't have that problem. You wouldn't have inflation. You wouldn't have Russia attacking Ukraine. You wouldn't have had October 7th with Israel. You wouldn't have had the Afghanistan disaster, which I think is the single most embarrassing day in the history of our country, where they have billions of dollars of equipment. We lost 13 great soldiers, and I celebrated and honored their wonderful, they call them their children, and they are their children. They're wonderful children. They're kids. I went to Arlington Cemetery with them the other day, and at their request, and Sean knows this better than anybody, and it was very tough for me to get there, I will tell you. I don't want to say that, but it was very tough. I was in a different part of the world, frankly, and I got there. And we had a beautiful couple of hours together. First, we had a ceremony,
let me find your 13
and then
keys.
we had we went down to the grave sites.
Hold on.
And they said, "Sir, could we have a picture with my son?" In one case, it was a daughter. Could we have a picture with my daughter? We took pictures. We stayed for a long time, and then I left, and that was it. I thought it was beautiful. And those people are phenomenal. What they've done.
Here's your 13 keys.
Joe Biden and Kamala killed those children because of their incompetence. Just like they had a gun that killed them. And I went home, and I thought it was a beautiful thing. I told my wife, I told our great First Lady, who people love, they love her, but I said, it was so sad and yet so beautiful and joyful in a sense. I mean, the people. Why does
Trump's hair look so
they
good?
had
Looks like
something
they
that was very special. And I went there, and I had them up to Bedminster. I got to know many of them, most of them. But it looks like I get home and I get a call from one of my people, "Sir, they're saying that you use this for public relations purposes." And you know what happened? It was so beautiful. Every one of those people made a video to say that Donald Trump came there. I got enough publicity. I don't need publicity. I'd like to get half the publicity. I'd be very happy. But they said that, and you saw the videos. The videos became very, very well known and famous, actually. Some beautiful statements. And I went there. I got nothing out of that except to take care of people that were not taken care of by our government. And Joe Biden and Kamala should call those people and apologize, because that was the most incompetent withdrawal in the history of our country. There's never been anything so. Think of it.
Listen,
we took the military out first. You're supposed to take the military out last. Once the military was gone, they had free shots at us. Well, we took the military out first, and then it began. We lost 13 soldiers. Many were horribly wounded, meaning no legs, no arms. The face was obliterated. Many. We don't even talk about those people, and we have to. We left Americans behind, and you cover that better than anybody. We left many Americans behind, and we left billions and billions of dollars of brand new military equipment behind, that now they are one of the largest sellers of military equipment in the world. Afghanistan, they're selling the equipment that we just walked away from. It was so incompetent, but to be with those people was a real honor, I have to tell you. And for them to go out of their way, and every one of them made a video, they said, "Sir, could you take a picture next to the grave of my son?" I said, "Of course." Could you imagine if I said, "No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." But every one of those people appreciated it, and every one of them made a tape, and they sent it out, and it became very viral, as they say nowadays. And it was a great honor for me to be there. Thank you.
And I should add, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were both invited. And this was not, you knew these families. You had met with them at Bedminster.
Yes,
you were familiar with them.
I knew them.
And they invited you, you went, and they said, "Would you take a picture?" And then you did, and then you were attacked.
He just has no, he's very ignorant. He doesn't understand when you actually get the position. It's very hard.
I think this is going to be the last question. What's your name, sir?
Hi, Alistair Hackett from Spring Lake, New Jersey.
Hey, Alex.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I'm a recent college graduate, and I'm concerned with the growing influence of wokeness in many of our top institutions. We saw General Milley take this to new heights under his leadership in the military. What is your plan to combat radical ideology in the military and in our corporations?
Well, first of all, Milley, that day in Congress where Milley proclaimed his wokeness was an embarrassment to our country. And remember this, we don't have a woke military. We have some guys at the top that talk it, but you couldn't convince them to be woke if you were screaming at them for 5 weeks. We took out 100% of the ISIS caliphate in 4 weeks. It was supposed to take 5 years. And I got to meet the real generals, and they are unbelievable. Our military is unbelievable. Remember it. Unbelievable. There's no wokeness. There's no wokeness. And all we're going to do is you go out, you get your degree, you work hard, you're going to see a different country. We have to get elected. If we don't get elected, I don't know what's going to happen to our country. I just don't know. They're so bad. And normally I wouldn't say that. I'd say, well, they're working, they're a Democrat. These aren't Democrats. These are people long beyond Democrats.
There's no Trump
when I used to say to Sean on his show,
where do you
I'd
live?
say our country, Sean, will never be a socialist country. And it won't. It'll be a communist country. They skipped
I
socialism.
See a lot of Trump stuff.
They totally,
not near me because
we
it's not a
cannot
swing
let this
state,
happen to our country.
I've heard there's a lot more Trump
happen,
stuff.
we'll never be able to come back. We'll never be able to make a comeback from it. So we're going to have a big election. This is Pennsylvania, a very important, the Commonwealth. You never want to call it a state. The Commonwealth. If you ever call it a state, I've seen their political career ruined by saying the state of Pennsylvania.
Terrible policies.
No, you never want to call it a state. Now, I'll tell you how dishonest
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. It makes no sense. What's the point of voting for them?
The state of Pennsylvania.
She has terrible. They're admitting she has terrible policies.
The state of Pennsylvania. They'll cut it.
Well, there's one other thing.
Let me just, because they're fake. And one thing we should say, not him and not Fox, and we have a couple of others out there that are good, but the biggest, a great enemy to this country is the fake news media. It's a big, big enemy. And they have to change their ways. They have to change their ways.
Before we let the president go, because this is airing part 2 on Thursday night, I want to ask you the final question.
Yeah, they had to do this.
In 5 nights, you'll be on the stage, not with me, but with Kamala Harris. Now, if I'm going to make a prediction, I think she's going to try and annoy, agitate, irritate,
PA is not 50-50. Trump leads in Pennsylvania.
Phrase.
If you look at the internal numbers.
Are you aware of how how she debates, and probably every name in the book she can call you, and without giving away your tactic.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, but when I had Biden, you and I had the same discussion, and I let him talk. I'm going to let her talk because
Well, he has to let her talk. The mics are muted.
There are those that say that Biden is smarter than she is, okay? And if that's the case, we have a problem.
Yeah, but Biden's better than her.
Debating's an interesting thing. I've been in many debates. I think I probably won because of debating, maybe. We had a lot of debates with the Republicans. Then we had Crooked Hillary. We had a lot of different people we had to debate. And we had some great debates. You do remember the Rosie O'Donnell debate. Remember Rosie O'Donnell? That's a real...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Isn't she a great one? Anyway, but a debate is interesting. You can go in with all the strategy you want, but you have to sort of feel it out as the debate's taking place. I've seen it. You go in there and you have a strategy. Mike Tyson made the statement, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. It's true. It was a brilliant statement. It's a brilliant statement. So I could tell Sean exactly what I'm going to do, but, things change. It depends a lot on ABC. Will they be fair or not? If they're not going to be fair, I'm going to be a little bit different than if they are. I hope they're going to be fair. We're putting a lot of reliance on
as long as they ask the important topics,
which is known for being extremely hostile to the people in this room and to, I think, 75, 80% of the country, if you want to really know the truth. But, Sean, all I can say is this. I've seen Mitt Romney go and lock himself into a log cabin for 4 or 5 weeks, and then he came out and he was horrible in the debate. He couldn't talk. He gained great knowledge. He couldn't talk. And Candy Crowley came out and she made a terrible statement that turned out to be wrong, but it destroyed the guy. But look, you have to... the way I look at debating, I think I've been really practicing all my life for this stuff. I mean, ultimately, that's what it's sort of about. So it'll be an interesting evening. And the Biden debate was a very interesting evening. I was sort of surprised by it a little bit, by what he did and the way he reacted.
All right, dude, stop with the spamming.
And you don't know how somebody's going to react. Even a professional, you don't know how they're going to react. And you have to sort of go with it as you get up there, Sean. I'd love to give you an answer. This is what I'm going to do, Sean. But when you get up there, you sort of, because I've done a lot of it. I went from never having debated to having done a lot of debates.
But if she's going to try and annoy you, but that's not
I think we have a bigger problem. I think that ABC will try and annoy him.
I bet that too.
Okay.
President Donald Trump. Thank you, Harrisburg. All right, many thanks to our friends in Harrisburg, PA.
It was like 10 minutes.
It was great to see so many of you.
I'm not sure why that was so short. I didn't.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
5 questions. I don't know what Fox News is doing. I don't know if Paul Ryan is calling the shots there and making it short. But in any event, that was a 4 or 5. I think it was 5 questions that he took.
That was 17 minutes. That's like a Kamala interview. The one interview. The one interview. Let him stay. We don't suppress free speech. That's not the point. You can't spam 10 freaking things every 5 seconds because you want attention. It's not how it works. It's going to ruin the chat. Yeah, I don't know why that was so short. What a bust that was. I mean, Trump could have went as long as it's a softball interview with Fox News. I mean, Wow, Trump holding a press conference tomorrow at noon. Wow. Trump's doing another press conference. This just came out a few minutes ago. No, I think that was it. I think that was it. He said that was it. Why are we so critical over one interview when he does? Well, no. I mean, Trump can do however long he wants. I don't know why Fox only did it like that was weird. It was just weird that they did it like that. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. It's just weird. Yeah, Fox just milked it for ratings for 2 days, and one of the days it was 18 minutes long. The part 2 was a joke, yeah. Why is Trump in New? Because it's a press conference. It's a press conference. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter the location. This will be his 3rd press conference now. This is good. This is good news. They allow free speech but mute the spammers. Listen, if you're gonna, it's very obvious to tell if someone's trying to derail the chat. If someone is trying to derail the chat, they're gonna get banned. That's the whole point of me live streaming. Why would I live stream if I just let a troll because, oh, I believe in free speech? Well, yeah, but if they're going to just derail the entire chat and type 10 different things every 3 seconds saying how Trump is done, or I mean, really anything. I have no idea what you're talking about. What a great moment that was. Are they going to arrest Trump this month? No, they can't. They would lose. They're not going to. Last press conference in New Jersey sucked. All he talked about was bacon. Really? Wait. I don't know when his last. I live streamed one of his press conference. I don't think it was that one you're talking about. I don't remember him talking about bacon in that one. He must have been another one. Trump sentencing next week? No, I think it's the 18th. I think it's September 18th. Remember, it's been pushed back several times. It might get pushed back again. You better thank a union member. When is the sentencing for Trump? I think it's the 18th. So that would be Wednesday. So the debate's on Tuesday the 10th, and then it would be Wednesday the 18th. So basically a week later. You want mod in like a year? What does that mean? Have you ever? Well, they did. To be honest, in American politics, there has been seated debates with notes, but it hasn't happened recently. It didn't happen in 2016 or 2020. But she needs him, of course. Yeah, dude, Harris and Buttigieg would have been such a. I mean, I think it would have been. Well, Waltz is a clown, but Buttigieg, it would have been funny. Will the Teamsters Union endorse Trump since Kamala and the Dems won't it? I don't know. I mean, I know the union the union has had a uncharacteristically bad relationship with the Democrats this cycle. Yeah, Putin. Dude, I saw Putin endorsed. Dude, Putin endorsed terrorists is just hilarious. The judge donated. Oh, it's all rigged, dude. It's all crap. It's in the most liberal district in New York City. Oh, gee, I wonder how fair it's going to be. Don't worry, guys. It's the court of law. They're not going to be biased. They're not going to treat Trump, even though he's the most political person in the United States. They're going to treat him fair. They elevated the charges. They would have done that against anyone. Oh. I mean, it's just all crap. The town hall is not even on, man. I don't know what you're talking about. No one in my husband's railroad union gets paid sick leave or any paid days off, and none of them are voting for Kamala. Well, I mean, I don't think any middle class worker should be voting for Kamala. I mean, how can you how do you think that's like that's the American dream? Those people do not like America. They're anti-America. That party is anti-America. They hate us. They hate that they think we're all racist. It's terrible. I mean, just look at their ideology and look at how they treat our founding fathers. Putin is trolling. Yeah, I know. He came out and endorsed Kamala. Unleash the... Yeah, they're already trying to blame Russia. That's true. What's your thoughts on the corruption being exposed in New York State? It's not surprising. If I know what you're referencing. Republicans still control the House post-election. Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with who wins the presidency. Right now, I think the betting odds in the House are about 50-50 the last time I checked. But if Trump wins, they'll control the House. And they're going to control the Senate for sure because he's going to win. And I also think Moreno's going to win as well. Was Bernie Moreno and Marco Rubio on Hannity? They are supposed to be? I don't know. I mean, I turned it off after the town hall was over. They changed the statute of limitations just to prosecute him. Yeah, they changed that law, but and then they also that wasn't enough. They also had to elevate all the charges from misdemeanors. It wasn't just that they changed that law to even be able to prosecute him. They went another step. And then they make it all so bad, like, oh, it's 34 felony charges. It's America versus anti-America. Seriously, if like with these liberal people, just say it. These people don't like the country. They don't like how we were founded. We were founded by white males. They hate white males. I mean, like this is dumb. Like let's just call it what it is. They don't like the country. There was a liberal on CNN that said it was patriotic to burn American flags. This is ridiculous. And then they gaslight and wave all their American flags at the DNC. They're all cowards. Now they love the American flags. They call it racist for 3 years, but now they love it. It's a joke. Can people buy that? Come on. How do suburban white people vote Democrat? That makes no sense to me. That makes zero sense to me. Yeah, West Virginia obviously will flip. Montana will flip. Yeah, I mean, it's basically confirmed. I actually don't know what the poly market numbers are exactly on it. I could take a look right now. Wow, Trump's up 7% now. Favorite to win on Polymarket on Friday. Man, that's funny. They have it per day. Come on. Do we have balance of power Republic? Yeah, Republican sweeps at 33%. That doesn't surprise me. Do they seriously not have... Who will win on Polymarket 1 week after debate? Yeah, it's just based on who's... Will Joe pardon Hunter Biden? 30% chance. RFK Jr. popular vote share. Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe 1%. Yeah, probably less than 1%. Yeah, I don't know. It's around 1%. Will Trump flip Kamala on 538 before October? Who bets on this stuff, man? Will Trump launch a coin before the election? Oh, please, no. Actually, maybe it will. Maybe it will hype up the other political coins. Maybe this is what we need. Damn, this has gone up. There must be rumors about it then. We need a political narrative to shift against immigration in general, just not illegal. The sooner people realize it's a problem, the better. We wanted work. No. I agree. That's why I said there should be strict immigration, not just illegal. I agree. Predict It. Yeah, dude, Predict It has crazy odds. Have you seen that? They got heavy liberal odds, man. Lamar with an interception or a fumble. MAGA coin. Well, I mean, listen, I think those coins will do very well in October. Not financial advice, but because there's going to be all this hype, dude. It's always a sell the news thing. So if Trump wins, the coins will tank. But before, normally it's always the hype before, and they go up, and then when he actually wins, they're going to go down. That's just how it works with crypto. It's annoying. I'd like to be one of your mods. What would I have to do to be one? I've been here almost every single one of your live streams and been following you for several months. Well, I mean, I appreciate that. I don't know if we need mods right now. The thing is, dude, it seems like we got enough mods. I mean, you'll be next in line. I don't know how many mods are in the chat right now, but if we've got 2 or 3 mods, you know, I think that's a lot of mods right now, honestly. Dude, I'm not going to talk about the 13 keys again. You know, I mean, come on, guys. He was wrong about 2024. He said Biden would win, and they removed Biden because he couldn't win. So he's wrong about 2024. Has anyone actually asked him, you said Biden would win, the Democratic establishment removed Biden, so what does that make you? Well, it makes you wrong, because Biden wasn't going to win. You got enough mods? I know I have a lot of mods. I got like 5 mods. I think 2 of them are in here now. Yeah, if you find the 14th key, you can be able to become the mod. Good luck. You're gonna have to fish it out of someone's ass. I mean, I always need new mods at some point. I think Sean will be the next mod whenever I need another one. He never made an official prediction until today. Dude, he's been calling Trump the worst thing like he's biased against Trump. This is absurd. Biden can still win if people write his name in. The return of Dark Brandon. Dude, this is what I heard was going to happen. You guys know Lex Friedman, his podcast, and how he has like you know how you have to pose for the thumbnail photo, and Lex Friedman's and like there's a black background, and Lex Friedman has like a camera, and he's like, hold still, and like and then he gets like a really close up shot. I think Biden is gonna go on the Lex Friedman show, and it's just gonna be like the first video of him is just gonna be 5 seconds of silence, and then Biden saying, "I'm back," and Biden's like, "I'm launching my independent campaign. I hate Kamala, fuck that bitch, and I'm running as an independent." Dark Brandon is back, and he comes out. You found Chris Christie catches another stray. Chris Christie, man. He's been on Ozempic. He's been losing weight. Come on. Lichman's doing a live stream right now. I should do a dual stream with him, ask him a question about... He won't do that. Dude, those thumbnails are weird, man. Those thumbnails are just weird that he does. He's like, Jank, hold still. Dude, Jank literally, how many times is Jank going to go on the Piers Morgan show? How many times do we need to see Jank go on Piers Morgan? At some point, is it not oversaturated? I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just like, Jesus Christ. I did like the rabbi against Candace Owens. The rabbi against Candace Owens. I wouldn't be a big fan of a Trump crypto because it would already it would be hard to make money off of it. I'm back. Jank. Dude, Jank did a 4-hour podcast with freaking Lex Freeman, and then Lex Freeman was dude, Lex Freeman was like, Jank, it's getting really boring. Can we just end it here? Lex Freeman is like, dude, we've been doing for 4 hours. Can we stop, please? I mean, can we? I'm gonna have to cut you off. Dude, the rabbi was just playing the victim card the whole time. He was like, it's 2 against 1. No, it's fine. Remember his debate with Alex Jones? I'll be mod for a $50 paycheck. Well, why would I pay you? I got people that want to do it for free. I mean, what sense does that make? Why did Candace Owens get so weird? I mean, I haven't really been following a ton of I watched that. I mean, she tried to defend herself. I didn't think what she said against the rabbi was all that crazy, honestly. But I know she said some pretty crazy stuff, I guess. I don't know. The 15th key. Yeah, we got to find the 15th key now. Maybe the 15th key can predict. I'll be going on with Alan tomorrow. We're doing a debate. Dude, what if someone asked him where the 14th key is? Jank, it's been 4 hours, man. You're getting really boring. Come on. Yeah. Alex Jones was like, and you're like a caricature. You're lap dancing. You're grinding on your on your whatever, your nephew. Oh, what was that? Did I see the pictures of Barron at NYU? No, I didn't see it. I saw a video though, like from Inside Edition, saying he was starting college. What's your stance on Building 7? I don't think it's a very popular stance. Listen, when you look at with Building 7, listen, this is my thoughts. If they really, because people that think Building 7 was exploded on purpose, they think that both the towers were a lot of them think both the towers were taken down with explosives. Why would they risk Building 7? I mean, the tower, nobody cares about Building 7 anyways. The only reason people bring it up is because it's conspiracies. It's such a small factoid in 9/11. It's all about the towers coming down. So why would they risk, if they actually blew up Building 7, why would they risk that as part of a conspiracy? Why would they risk that? That makes no sense. You already got the towers down. Why would you blow up Building 7 5 hours later? Why wouldn't you blow up Building 7 10 minutes after the second tower goes down? Wouldn't that seem more realistic and organic than waiting 5 hours to blow it up? Wouldn't you blow it up like right when the other 2 towers were collapsing, so it seems to be more realistic if it actually was a controlled demolition? I mean, these are things that people just don't ask. But look, maybe it was a controlled demolition. The government lies about everything. CNN is turning on Kamala. No, they're not. CNN always does that, man. They'll say like a few negative things, and then they'll go back to supporting her. There's no way. They'll say she won the debate for sure. Yeah, well, dude, it is weird that Hassan is Jank's nephew. Chances of a cyber attack? Oh, please, no. God, no. I mean, they would plunge the country into chaos if that happened. I don't know. The chances are low. I hope it doesn't happen. It had a CIA office. Well, then why didn't they knock it down 5 minutes after the second tower? That'd be more realistic, correct? was where Alco. I mean, dude, but you could argue that with any old New York building and say it has a bunch of old shit in it. I don't know, man. If Lichman gets it wrong, do you think we are done with the keys for good? Yeah, I mean, this is it for him. But he's a liberal. I mean, he hates Trump. It's like, but people will probably still talk about it. But I think the only reason people are trusting him is because he got Trump right in 2016. That was before, Trump had a lot of his policies and he turns out he hated him. What do you think the October surprise might be? Probably that some really negative stuff about Kamala Harris and how she treats her staff and probably some leaked video on it, honestly, if I had to guess. No answer if Russia pays you. I mean, I thought I came out in a video and said that Russia hacked me. I mean, Russia's been hacking me, and they told me they told me to. I mean, they've told me to like make videos about Trump. I'm their prostitute. CNN would eat a dead dog's ass on live TV if it would help. CNN is liberal. They do say a few things about they do say a few things negative about Harris, like that segment that they just did, but they're obviously gonna say she won the debate. I can pretty much guarantee it, as long as she doesn't get annihilated. They're forced to. They have to. There's no one to go to. They have to say, what are the current betting odds? Trump's at around 53%. People believe 9/11 is a government conspiracy. Well, listen, you can't say you can't say for 100% certainty it's not. You don't have that information. And both the FBI and the CIA knew the hijackers were in the United States. Now, whether or not you think they could, it is hard to apprehend them. It's hard to do that. I have researched it. It's very complicated, but they did know that. Washington might elect a Republican governor. He's an anti-Trumper. Oh, great. Washington might elect a Republican. That's interesting. Am I getting paid 100K? Wait, is that what they said Tim Pool was getting paid 100K? I can guarantee you Tim Pool makes more than 100K without the help of Russia. Like, way more. I don't think 100K would really do it if that's what they said. What do you think Abraham Lincoln would think of the country if he traveled in time to the present? Well, it's hard to really quantify because I didn't grow up, in the time frame of Abraham Lincoln. I think he'd probably think it's insane to think about because he had no technology, so it's hard to even think. We just live such a different life than they lived. I think it'd just be overwhelming. But I mean, based on the principles, I would say we've gone more to the left. Thoughts on Joe Rogan's podcast with Alex Jones? They haven't done one in a while, right? They're really entertaining, but they haven't done one. Will Trump release all 9/11 documents? I mean, obviously not. There's a lot of people that don't want those out. Do you think the government allowed 9/11 to happen? I don't know. I can't answer that question, honestly. But I can't say they for sure didn't, that's for sure. They said he gets paid 100K a month. That's nothing. I mean, that's ridiculous. With the amount of viewers he gets, there's no way he would take 100K to sell out his career. That's absurd. Yeah, the passport was ridiculous. They said 10 to 15 million. Well, that I can see per month. Come on. Kamala was yeah, I don't know. I don't think that story was real, man. I don't think that story was not real. I don't believe that story was real. I saw it. I don't believe that was real. I think Spotify will have to allow Alex Jones. They've been they just said screw it. They just allow, I think they just allowed, because the money's too good. No, I think the Rogan 2017 podcast with Alex was the best, honestly. His first one. But they're both good. I bet the victim's family will like well, you know what they say there is to hide? They say there's an ongoing there's an ongoing case. It's a bullshit. They say, oh, there's an ongoing investigation, so we can't release things. That's complete horseshit. That's what they say. Because remember, there were then that investigation was going to be over, and they were going to send the terrorists to life in prison, and then everyone had an outcry, and now I think it's back open, and they're going to try and get a death penalty or something. You wrecked your car listening to an Alex Jones rant. Oh, man. If Harris wins, do you think illegals will be given voting rights? No, that's too obvious. They would never do that. They just gaslight and say it doesn't happen. They don't vote when they do. But they would just give them, she would just give them all amnesty, which is the same thing. Yeah, I think the Browns will win. Barely, but they'll win. The Cowboys, that's a tough game for the Cowboys. The Browns have a good defense, so they're going to be at home. The crowd's going to be crazy week one. Have I ever, do I sing? I never tried to sing, no. Oh, they had to show Taylor Swift, of course. Yeah. $10 to 15 million. Man, this seems like a big story. Should I do a video on this story? Would a video on this story do good if I did one, or would that make me an enemy, or should I not do it? I mean, I don't know if the story is true or not. I really didn't look into it. I heard it was just Lauren that was like the main culprit. I don't know. If you looked at, dude, that was an AI video, bro. I'm not even kidding you. That to me, I believe that was an AI video. I'm not, I mean, I do want to look into that, but it's crazy that they do that type of stuff now. Yeah, I don't think Mahomes is going to say anything. I mean, Brittany already supported Trump. I don't think Pat's going to say anything. Maryland versus Michigan State. Who you taking? That's actually a decent game for the Big Ten. I'd say Maryland. Michigan State did not look good in week one. My voice is similar to Rev. I never heard of him. Yeah, the town hall was a bust. They did it. This is what Fox did. Part one of the town hall was yesterday. That was like an hour long. Part two of the town hall, where it was actually supposed to be the town hall where the people asked questions. It was 18 minutes long. So the town hall already happened, but it happened yesterday. It was Fox News trying to drag it out and get views. I think it was 22 minutes. They want to, that's their tactic. The Biden administration wants to wait until Putin dies. Seriously? They have no strategy with Russia, man. They're hot. I don't know why they're so hostile. I mean, listen, I think what Russia did was bad, but it's like you have to be able to talk to these people and come to the table. They want to negotiate. I mean, Ukraine has Russian land now, so theoretically they have negotiating power. You have $1,000 bet on Trump? Jesus, man. What odds did you get on him? Trump will win Virginia? It's possible. It's going to be tough, but it's possible. Favorites, Big Four sports teams? I don't really have a favorite NBA team, honestly. MLB Guardians, NFL Browns, NHL, I really don't have one. Trump must pardon Hunter Biden as a sarcastic. Yeah, this is what it was. I knew it would show up. This is what the dude was talking about. So I think they made an AI video. I said that video did look AI. The claim emerged from a blog post on a website identifying itself as KBSF San Francisco News. The website was unresponsive by midday September 4th. Oh, wait, it's actually a real site? They say it's not a reputable outlet. I thought it was just fake. Huh. Yeah, come on, that's pretty queer to say that. Fact checkers got trolled. I mean, listen, I think fact checkers, most of them are bullshit. They're liberal. But I mean, that's kind of what they do. I mean, you can't say they got trolled because they checked to see if something was real or not. I mean, come on. Opinions on RFK leaving the race. I mean, it's good news, you know. He endorsed Trump. So it's good news. Just want to see the video. Yeah, let me see if I can see if I can find the video. I'm speaking. Yo, someone buy this. Someone buy this. I'm speaking. What if someone had that? Cats for Kamala. Oh my god.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story.
A headline being shared on social media.
Can you show the video, please?
But did this incident station?
Dude, this is a fake video.
And thrown into the road. But did this incident actually happen? Let's verify using these sources.
Please show the
video.
video.
San Francisco police say there are no reports this ever occurred. Verify found road, but did they
hate in the side and thrown into the road?
Dude, that's so fake. Come on. Girl was for sure wheel. Dude, you can, but like, look at, I don't think that, I think that's AI. Like, why is that out of focus? Look at the hat. Look at the top. It's out of focus to me. I mean, I don't know how good AI is now, dude. That doesn't look real to me. That looks fake. Dude, they made this fake video. Republicans are getting better. I mean, they're getting better.
news station.
I was just hit in the side and thrown into the road.
Man,
but did this incident actually happen?
Oh, man. Well, Trump's got his press conference tomorrow. A few minutes ago, meet Kevin. Yeah, that dude's kind of a... Just posted a video about how Tim Pool and other YouTube influencers got caught being paid to spread Russian disinformation. Video was just taken down. So the video was taken down. I wonder why. This is some interesting drama to follow. So if I go on, I can't react to that video if I go on YouTube, it got taken down. Because I want to watch that video if it's, but it's apparently got taken down. I'd react to that video right now, but I don't think it's up.
Future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented.
At least they're saying it's over 10 million now. They're saying it's over 10 million. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, no matter what we think of Mike Pence, there's no way he was gonna endorse Trump. I know there's a lot of Trump people that are like, why won't he endorse him? Did anyone seriously think that Mike Pence would endorse Trump after January 6th? Like, seriously. Biden, Pence, the unity ticket. The unity ticket. Yeah, Biden's gonna have to be the president with Pence as his VP. 30 to 40 million illegals. I don't think that seems crazy. That seems like it's almost impossible that many could enter. Maybe like 15 though, 15 to 20. My neighborhood in Sacramento is 50 to 60%. Man, you live in Sacramento, Cali? Sacramento is hot as hell, man. Trump should have never picked Pence for VP. Well, I mean, you could argue Pence helped with the evangelicals in 2016. I mean, obviously in 2020, it was a tough situation. Let's just leave it at that. Anna Navarro? Yeah, there's no way. Liberals are saying RFK will replace Vance. They've been saying that for weeks. It's a joke. They're just lying. Yeah, the Sacramento A's, that's right. The Sacramento A's. Lamar is struggling. It's a decent game here. $12 of 14 for 96 yards. Decent rushing. You got 1K on Trump winning. What's your odds on that though? How much do you win? So you bet 1K. What do you win? Like, did you get a minus 110? Pick 'em odds. What odds did you get? Good night. Good night, man. The second town hall part already happened, man. It was only 18 minutes long. It was a joke. $1.95 odds on Trump winning the election outright. 1.95. When did you make that bet, man? You got 1K on us. Those are probably crazy odds. Imagine if Waltz did become the guy. Oh my god. All right, guys. I'm gonna get off here. That was kind of a bust, honestly. That was a bust of a town hall. What are you gonna do? Don't worry. We're gonna have the big event. We're gonna have the big event where I'll get a bunch of people viewing, and it's gonna be huge when the debate happens. Put a small amount of money on Trump being the next president back in 2022. Wow, that's good. That's great value, man. Yeah, because Trump was actually losing to DeSantis for a while there in terms of Republican nominee. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, no problem, man. One last question. All right, what's the last question here? What's the last call? You trolled me, man. Right stream, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Dude said one last question and then left me hanging. But no, guys, that'll do it. I don't know when I'm gonna stream next. Maybe I'll stream this weekend sometime. But yeah, it's dude said night. Chick-fil-A or Popeyes? I really don't have Popeyes. I don't have any Popeyes near me either. I eat Chick-fil-A. Hope to catch you over the weekend, football weekend. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Saturday night. Yeah, that game's on at 10 o'clock. That's unfortunate. That's going to be a good game, but that's